There are two major bugs coming up. One, this disconnection issue, and the other is about the media player, where the tracks are not properly adding and people cannot hear you. So let's talk about this one first. So this is about the WebRTC connections, and there are a lot of issues reported about that on the internet. So I have been checking this the whole day. So here is the code where I am handling it, that disconnection. So previously what I was doing here is when I get this call disconnected for the WebRTC, I just try to call it again. Like I just try to reconnect the user with the media soap again. So after today's research, I found two more options. Like maybe we can just restart the WebRTC connection instead of doing this media soap connection restart, because media soap connection restart takes some time and WebRTC is like instant. So one, I can do that step, just restart the WebRTC connection. Second, I can just skip that. As I was checking in the media soap demo file, they are not using anything for this. So they are not even considering this case. So here is this event connection state change. So I'll go back to media soap demo file and we can see it there. So this is the media soap demo file. uh, what they are doing here is they are only considering this case connected. That's all. They are not considering the failed state or disconnected state. But as we have streams and we just want to drop them, like if the user is disconnected, we want to remove their placeholder, so we are considering failed. But I think we just remove this disconnect, or I have just commented out everything from there, and I will just keep the log, so we can know that something happened, like a disconnected was happened. So I'll keep that for 2 days, and I will see that what happens if this disconnected. Does it automatically connects it back, or do we need to do something about it? So this is kind of just experiments. We will have to see what happens, like if we just remove the reconnection code from here, maybe it auto fix. So I have been reading Google issues on that. So they were saying like this should be auto fixed by Google itself. So I think we just give it a try by removing everything from there. Maybe it just works fine. Here is the second problem that is coming most of the time, like video player, something with the video player. Sometimes the video track is not adding, sometimes the audio track is not adding. That error mainly happened with the Safari browser, and I think I have fixed that issue. And after that there is still this kind of error that I have seen for uh, one or two times. Yeah, this one. So what happened here is like play and pause request was interchanged quickly. If this kind of error appears, like I get to know when this is appearing. So the simplest solution would be like a fallback solution would be like we can just display a play icon. Like here we can if this happens on the placeholder, we can just make a play icon there. If user click on that, their stream would be started. That is the like a fallback solution, that if nothing is working, then we can make this icon appear here, and we can display a message like click on the play icon to start your call. So as soon as they click the play, this problem will be solved. This is not every day's problem, like it shouldn't be happening, but if it happens, we should have a fallback for that. So Google has given this link, what is happening, like why this errors appears. So I have studied that, and it's saying that you started to you tried to start the video, and then due to any reason it stopped. One way to reproduce this error is like just how it is displayed in here. Like as soon as this user started to producing audio, the host has dismissed him. So this was the error, like the play call was made and it wasn't played, and the pause call was made at that time. So there are one or two scenarios where this can happen, and if this happens, we can show a fallback option of play button. So the code for this is here, play video. So it's not only playing the video, it's only also playing the audio. I have just named this function play video, but it is also playing the audio. So if there is audio or there video, whatever there is, it's going to be into the video element, and that function will just play that video element. So what's happening, like this we play this, and then this call the next thing calls this function. So these two functions are getting called together, and that is causing that issue. I know a fix for this. This function returns a promise. So whenever we call this function pause video, we can just check it if this promise has returned or not. So if it returned, we can call this function, and if it is not returned, then we will wait for it to return. In this way, we can solve this issue. Both of these functions are available in media soup service.ts file.